that's when we lost our third drummer. Oh, hello there. Let's see you come in. Thank you for joining us once again for this, the 45th episode of
Heroes and Villains.
Alright, we discuss the companion Nyssa.
Yep. I'm Hatter. This is Holden.
That's me.
And he's not drinking tonight, and I'm just drinking super light White Claws.
White Claw.
Didn't want to do much drinking tonight, so we're doing the Heroes and Villains instead of the regular show.
Law of the Claw.
Alright. And we watched Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap. Yeah, it's our movie night. Cross that one off the list.
Yay.
Documentary. Very British humor.
Very dry.
Very dry
humor. So does Nyssa go up to 11?
I'd say probably once or twice.
Alright. So Nyssa she's the daughter of the head of Traken. And what was his name? Or what was his title? The Keeper? Yeah, the Keeper of Traken. Yeah. He was the Keeper of Traken, and it was his job to integrate with the stuff, with this memory thing, in order to keep Traken safe. And he does that. Anyway, he dies, because apparently all sidekicks need to be orphans or something.
Yeah.
Same exact thing.
Otherwise, it's weird.
To Victoria. Mm-hmm. They end up getting orphaned. Doctor picks them up. And she's in that serial, but she doesn't leave with the Doctor and the TARDIS. And then she shows up in the next serial. Which one was that?
Keepers of Traken?
The one after Keepers of Traken. Legopolis.
Oh, Legopolis.
Yeah. So then she shows up in Legopolis out of nowhere and ends up joining the TARDIS at that point.
Yeah. So it's they introduced her character, but they weren't sold on the fact that they wanted her to become a companion yet. And then later they looped her back in. They said, you know what, that character,
pretty good.
That's what happened.
It's like when Jamie, they decided to make him a companion at the very last minute. Mm-hmm. And he's a companion that's been in the most episodes so far of the main show, yeah. And that's why he was sick his first episode.
I mean, probably a record he's going to keep at this point.
Well, they're making fewer and fewer episodes as it goes along, which is something I hate. Mm-hmm. It's like the Sherlock problem. Yeah. You got a show,
short form.
Yeah, you've got 3 episodes every 6 years. It's like, what? Yeah. Anyway, so Nyssa was Trakenese, or whatever they call them. And she was brilliant. She was like Adric, except older.
Very much like Adric,
yeah. She knew the technology that our other human companions wouldn't know, because she's from a technologically advanced civilization. Adric learned the technology, but he was super brilliant in mathematics, just like Zoe back in the day. Mm-hmm. So Nyssa, and you had the TARDIS with Tegan and 3 aliens, the Doctor, Adric, and Nyssa, who were all alien. And then Turlo comes along, he's also alien, and made the TARDIS very different from what it is in modern day, which is always like the Doctor and humans. Yeah. The vast majority of the time. Nice exceptions for Nardal and Handles.
Haven't met them yet.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I thought Nyssa was a very unique companion in the fact that her personality was so much different than what companions normally are. She was more like Susan in the fact that she's very kind-hearted and sweet and empathetic towards a lot of different characters that they came across. Even some of the villains, she was sympathetic towards, like Malcor, the robot. She's like, oh, the poor thing.
Yeah, and I mean, it turns out to be the master who kills her father and ends up taking off with him. But she has more empathy and wisdom and capability and intelligence all put together than the vast majority of the younger companions.
Yeah, that was something very professional, very mature for one of the younger companions.
Yeah. And she's still considered a child, whereas Tegan is not. Because Tegan is, I guess the character's supposed to be about 27 or 26 or 25, whereas Nyssa's supposed to be like 15, 16 or so. In fact, when she ends up at the party in Black Orchid, she's denied having alcohol because she looks so young.
Oh, right.
Yeah, even though the drinking age there is like 15, you know? Or no, I think 16. I think you join the army at 15, drink at 16. Yeah. Which is also weird because the age of consent there is 15. What do
You'd think if you join the army, you'd be able to drink alcohol.
Yeah, and that's the biggest beef that 15-year-olds have is that they can get drafted, but they can't drink alcohol. But the same thing here in the States.
18.
But it's a wider gap. It's a 3-year gap, you know. There were some states that when they went to 21 wanted to make that exception for military, but the federal government withheld highway funds until they relented, which is sad because if you can go off and die for your country, yes, you should be able to have a drink, you know? I mean, this is the Drunk Doctor Who podcast. Of course we're going to say that. But
it might be a little biased.
No, but it makes sense. I mean, if you're going to go off and possibly die, yeah, give the guy a nice send-off at the party and a few drinks. But anyway, so Nyssa was with the Doctor from the very end of Tom Baker to well into the Fifth Doctor's run, Davison. In fact, she leaves with man, what serial does she leave with?
I feel like Davison was probably a better fit for that companion.
Frontios. She leaves at Frontios. She was there almost exactly 3 seasons.
Oh, good round number.
Yeah.
Almost.
So you think she was a better companion for who?
I feel like she was better suited for Davison. Yeah. I feel like their personalities lined up a bit more.
Exactly. Well, she was young and he was young, and by the time she shows up with Baker, he's right out the door, you know, and a bit gruff and grumpy in the role.
Very much so.
What was your favorite serial that she was in? And then alternatively, what do you think was her best performance?
I feel like her first serial, her introduction really set the tone for her character. But it wasn't until we saw her really like coming to terms with the Master and the like the whole storyline of how he, you know, deprived her of her father, and that, you know, the moment, the realization that she was compassionate towards this person and evil things still happened, and then she's like, you know, what does this mean? You kind of see the maturity going on there, like, you know, I can be kind, but I have to, you know, still know that what people are capable of, right?
Right, it's the Spider-Man thing. Yeah, it's like I don't do the right thing here, and that guy kills my uncle, you know? So you should do the right thing always. And she has a pretty good character arc, starting in Keeper of Track, and when she's a bit of a naive, what's the term? Ingenue. And then by the time she takes herself away from the Doctor and his travels in Frontios in order to help the leprous people survive and make an actual good place there, you know, an actual home, it's just, you know, you can see how she's matured during those years. Yeah,
and the responsibility that she takes up with that. And you have some companions where the Doctor's like, all right, this is your stop where you get off. And then you have other companions.
Dodo, just slough her to the side. We keep moving and don't think about her ever again.
And then on the opposite side of that, Nyssa was one of those companions where you get the sense that the Doctor was very fond of her, cared for her, and it was almost the companion needing to tell the Doctor, okay, this is my time, this is where I get off.
Yeah. And unlike many of the women, she's not just married off, which does happen quite a bit to the young ladies in classic Doctor Who. Not as much anymore by a long shot.
Love.
Yeah. Okay. So your favorite serial she was in, which is nearly all of the Fifth Doctor, you know.
Yeah.
But not quite.
Frontiers was good. I don't know if I have like a specific serial or like a specific favorite scene of hers. Circle back around.
Okay.
Circle back around. You go first.
I personally think some of my favorite serials that she was in, the Five Doctors, of course. I mean, you know, Earthshock.
Earthshock.
Yeah, where we lost Adric. And the reactions of the young ladies for that.
Rough.
Yeah. Let's see. And I think my favorite performance of hers has to be her dual role in Black Orchid.
Oh yeah,
When she played the young lady who looked just like her and who was at the ball and all that.
Yeah.
And short little serial, but yeah. I think she showed great range in that one. And oddly enough, to a lesser extent, not Time Lash. What's the one I'm thinking? Oh, Time Flight. I thought she was good in. But yeah.
Snake Dance was good.
Snake Dance. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Although that one's better for Nyssa. Nyssa's fantastic in that one.
I thought we were talking about Nyssa.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tegan. My bad. Tegan was better in that one. I'm so bad with names.
Me too.
But I think Tegan was better in that one, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if I have a favorite Nyssa one.
No problem. Like I said, I really enjoyed Black Orchid because she plays the dual role. As short as that serial is with 2 episodes.
Yeah. It's hard to really separate the 2 or 3 serials that are floating around there at the top.
Well, Frontios was good.
I think, maybe we have to give it to Frontios.
Although
that was her last year. Maybe
5 Doctors. That's kind of a gimme.
She didn't have as much. She had some good moments.
There were so many people in that she couldn't shine alone. You know,
right?
In fact, I mean, you had 4 different Doctors outshining everybody.
Do we ever see Nyssa again? Does she come back in the third-party stuff or a special? No,
she, unlike the human companions that can come back when they're Doctors on Earth, she's way out in Frontios.
Yeah.
We never see her again.
That's a good point. Dang. Well, we never seen this again, but we enjoyed her while we had her.
Yeah, she was a good young actress. Yeah.
Not my favorite companion, but certainly not my least favorite. She's just right. When you think of like the perfect elements that go into a Doctor Who companion, she kind of embodies several of those aspects. She's very much a baseline set for Doctor Who companions. Like,
so she's the mean.
Yeah.
And you've got some that are much better and some that are much worse.
Yeah, but like Nyssa is what you would shoot for in a Doctor Who companion.
No.
Like if you think of a Doctor Who companion, it's someone that's younger, that the audience can relate to, and then has their own special quirks and moments that they can shine.
Yeah. Anyway,
overall, encompasses what it means to be a Doctor Who companion.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, we will see you in about 2 minutes, and when we will talk about Tegan.
Tegan.
Yeah.
What if they watch this and then don't watch the next episode for like 2 decades?
We won't see them. They'll be seeing us.
Yeah.
2 decades later.
Yeah.
So come see us whenever you want to. Bye-bye.
See you next time. Bye-bye.